Panda Express has a new item on their menu. They've taken their traditional orange chicken and they've spiced it up a little bit. Today, that's what I went and got, and that's what we're gonna review. Panda Express's spicy orange chicken. All right, so a plate at Panda Express. You get 2 proteins and a side. It's gonna run you about $10.50. That is what we're working with today. So yeah, I've not actually had their normal orange chicken, so I don't really know how it's gonna compare to this one. I'm assuming it's the exact same thing. That's what it's supposed to be. This is what a plate looks like for those that may not know. It's a good box full of food. That's not bad for $10.50 for some Chinese food. Like I was saying, you know, Panda, they don't really, when they bring items around, they don't leave them, hardly ever. Like the honey walnut shrimp, they brought back and forth a little bit and it's finally on the menu, but they typically, it seems like they do a couple trial runs before they actually leave something on the menu. Or this one is one of their normal items. It may stay, you know, where they're just adding spice to it. I don't know, we'll see. But anyhow, let's get into this. So here's what it looks like. Tons of chili peppers all over this. That's pretty spicy. That's spicier than I thought it was gonna be coming into it. I'd say, you know, on a scale of 1 to 10, that's a solid 7. And their orange chicken, you know, I was worried it was gonna be a little sweet. It is sweet as it's supposed to be, but it's not as sugary sweet as I thought it was gonna be. There's a good orange flavor to it. So a lot of that sweetness, you know, it just tastes like a natural orange sweet versus like that syrupy sweet. And their chow mein, it's very simple. A lot of, you know, I've seen a lot of people say it's bland. I think it's great. It goes great with some of their other items, you know what I mean? It complements a lot of that saltiness, sweetness in the proteins that you get. Kind of like white rice does. Their chow mein, it's not overly salty or anything, so it goes really well with just about anything. I typically always stay away from any Chinese restaurant's orange chicken just because I'm afraid it looks so sweet usually. Like this kind of just looks like sesame chicken, but any other like Chinese restaurant, their orange chicken just looks crazy sweet. So I don't really want a lot of sweet. But this isn't bad. Here's a good piece. I'm still trying to learn where the best spot is to show food on my camera. I think it's about right there. And another thing with Panda that I've noticed, their proteins like their Kung Pao chicken or their like beef and broccoli, sometimes you don't get an even amount of like beef and broccoli or the peppers and onions to chicken. This, where it's just straight chicken, you're getting all chicken, so you don't feel like you're getting skimped on, you know? Here's a good bite. Usually their chow mein isn't like this heavy on cabbage and stuff. It's fine, but a lot of times it's straight noodles. It's just good, simple noodles, you know. They're not too greasy. A lot of times it seems like that's what most Chinese restaurants, you know, that's an issue, not an issue, but something that I've noticed at least is the lo mein, chow mein is just super greasy. But yeah, as far as how to describe the chicken. If you've had their orange chicken, I would imagine that's exactly what it tastes like. So, but if you've not, it's just heavy on the orange flavor, a little sweet, and the spice is about as spicy as I would say their Kung Pao chicken. I know they're using a lot of the same spices to get that spice level. So that's kind of what to expect. Nothing crazy hot, but definitely spicier than a lot of other foods you're gonna get on their menu. And then you even, you know, they got these chunks of chilies throughout. So that, when you get a hold of one of those, it makes it a little extra spicy. You definitely, you know, you definitely need to like things that are on the spicier side. This isn't just kind of spicy. I would say it's heavier on the spice level. But this is good. This is something I would definitely get again in the future. I like things that are spicy and a little bit sweet. This is exactly what I'm looking for when it comes to something like that. This would be a great sauce for like a chicken wing, you know? It's a very good Asian zing style flavor. I'm pretty sure tomorrow Burger King is coming out with a new cheeseburger. It's like a brisket whopper, barbecue brisket whopper or something like that. So I've been keeping my eye on that one, and I'm pretty sure it's tomorrow when it comes out. So probably try to get to that, hopefully tomorrow. But if not tomorrow, then at some point this week. I know some people, you know, Panda Express is obviously a very Americanized Chinese food, but it is good for what it is. I like it a lot. And the portions, you know, if you're looking at the menu, the prices seem, in my opinion, a little high. But every time I get my order, I look at it, I'm like, okay, you know, I don't mind paying that for what I'm getting because this is a lot of food. I'm gonna be full, more than full, after I get done with this, and I'm cool with that for less than $11. Like I said, I'd never been into a Panda Express, but when I walked in, it's clean. They got plenty of staff. People are getting their food on a timely manner. The bar where you get the food is stocked. It looks fresh. Fresh as in like it's not been sitting there all day. I was impressed. I always go through the drive-thru. If y'all are still watching, drop me a comment. What's your go-to Panda Express order? What, you know, do you recommend? I usually only ever get the teriyaki chicken, honey walnut shrimp, and then like the sesame chicken. I haven't really tried many other things other than the newer things they've came out with them, you know, since I've been doing YouTube since like February. So I haven't tried a whole lot of stuff. What do you recommend? Overall, the orange chicken, I'm gonna be honest with you going into it. I was gonna try it. I'm not gonna turn down the food if it's too sweet, but I just kind of thought it was gonna be way too sweet for me, but it's not. It's really good. I think they've done a really good job with the sweet and spicy. It's enough spice and enough sweet to not be on this too much on either side of that. You know what I mean? It's balanced well, I guess is what I'm saying. And you know, Panda Express is just, obviously it's fast food, but it just seems like a little better than fast food, you know what I mean? It's better prepared, it's more properly prepared, it's not as, doesn't seem as processed as other fast foods. But that's just my opinion. I'm sure some people hate it. That is what I got for y'all today. Panda Express's new hot orange chicken. If y'all enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. That's it. That's a review. Y'all take care.